What's up, guys? I'm Chris Spags here, back with another Four Corners for today's 6-game NBA main slate, courtesy of Awesemo.com and presented by Super Draft. We've got ourselves 6 games today with a lot of important news out there, specifically about James Harden and Clint Capella that we need to know. So let's get that power of positivity back in the air. And right now, please hit that like button if you want your chance to win a free month of Awesemo Plus, courtesy of Super Draft. Like this video and comment your top value according to Draftkings salaries down below. Yesterday, nobody got Chris Middleton right. He ended up going nuts as the top value play overall, but get back on track today. And right now, please hit that like button and comment your top value play down below. But unlike my former employer, I don't have $500 million, so we've got no time to waste here in the Four Corners. So let's get right into our first corner of the top owned plays, and Jakob Poeltl in a game versus Utah, where there's 108 implied points for San Antonio. Poeltl's got 27% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 31% on FanDuel. Poeltl's ownership seems lofty with a big price jump on Draftkings and a more reasonable price jump on FanDuel after he put up 40.25 fantasy points in 36 minutes starting for LaMarcus Aldridge last game, and a much more appealing matchup for Chicago than this one against Utah. Another top owned play today looks like CJ McCollum in a game versus Houston, where there's 118.3 implied points for Portland. McCollum has 28% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 22% on FanDuel. McCollum returned to the lineup last game with 36 minutes and 21 shot attempts with a much more reasonable price than his teammate Damian Lillard in a game with the highest combined total on today's slate. And another top owned play looks like Kyrie Irving in a game versus Detroit, where there's 116.8 implied points for Brooklyn. Kyrie has 22% expected ownership on Draftkings, while he has 25% on FanDuel. Kyrie's price is reasonable given his 33% usage on the year and the fact that he just put up 65 fantasy points on 30 shot attempts in this same matchup against Detroit over the weekend. And now for our next corner, here are the current top value plays on the slate, starting with Mike Conley in that game at San Antonio, where there's 113 implied points for Utah. Conley's price is low enough on both sites that he'll emerge as a top value play after he played 26 minutes last game, but he's only cracked 30 fantasy points once in his last 12 games. Another risky top value play looks like DeJounte Murray in that game versus Utah, where there's 108 implied points for San Antonio. Murray's now exceedingly cheap, but he's been really lost in San Antonio's rotations lately. He's only cleared 30 minutes once since December 16th. And our last top value play looks like Reggie Jackson in that game at Brooklyn, where there's 110.8 implied points for Detroit. Jackson's minutes crept upwards to 25 last game, and he's hovered around a 30% usage rate regardless of who else is in the lineup, with a bonus that he also disappointed people at high ownership last game when Derrick Rose was out. Now for our next corner, here are the other core plays that I'm looking at today, starting with Russell Westbrook in that game at Portland, where there's 120.3 implied points for Houston. Westbrook is an absolute smash play if James Harden and Clint Capella are out, with a 1.9 fantasy point per minute average with both off the court, but he's a strong play if they're in, with Portland likely to trap Harden as he did last game when he had 20% usage, while Russ went for 69.75 fantasy points. Another core play looks like Julius Randle in a game versus Memphis, where there's 110.8 implied points for the Knicks. Randle is at a much better price on FanDuel, but he's still in play on Draftkings against Memphis' 108.9 defensive rating and fast 105.5 pace, a big opportunity for Randle's steadily high usage. And my last of the core plays today is Hassan Whiteside in the game versus Houston, where there's 118.3 implied points for Portland. Whiteside would get literally whatever he wants if Clint Capella is out, but he's at a solid price even if Capella's in the lineup, on a slate that would lack pay-up center options if the questionable Andre Drummond misses. And now for our last corner, here are the lower owned dart throws that I'm looking at, starting with the aforementioned Andre Drummond in that game at Brooklyn, where there's 110.8 implied points for Detroit. Drummond is a potential smash play if he's in the lineup, with him currently questionable with a wrist issue. If he's out, Christian Wood becomes a chalky but highly appealing play worth a lot of exposure. Another lower owned dart throw in that same game is Karis LeVert versus Detroit, where there's 116.8 implied points for Brooklyn. LeVert has played just 23 minutes in his last few games, but he can earn more with solid play, and his price is low enough to take stabs, particularly in lineups that assume Kyrie underperforms. And my last lower owned dart throw is Buddy Hield in a game versus Oklahoma City, where there's 109.5 implied points for Sacramento. Hield has seen unfettered usage off the bench lately, and with Bogdanovic's low price and starting role likely to appeal to players today, going back to Buddy and his reliable 30% usage is an interesting move that could see him earn more minutes. So that's what I'm seeing so far for today's 6-game slate. So right now, please hit that like button if you want your chance to win that free month of Awesemo Plus. Like the video and comment your top overall value according to Draftkings salaries down below. And as always, those free months of Awesemo Plus come courtesy of Super Draft. So right now, check out the future of DFS at superdraft.io or download Super Draft in the App Store. And when you sign up, use the promo code Awesemo to get yourself $20 free with a deposit of $100 or more. So go right now to superdraft.io or download Superdraft in the App Store and check out their multiplier game format where you can pick any player you want. Just build your lineup, a dream team of players right now at superdraft.io with that promo code AWESEMO. And we've got a few more days left of our Super Bowl promo, so use this promo code LIV for Super Bowl LIV, Super Bowl 54 coming up on Sunday. All the data for the big NFL contests you'll find across the industry, as well as NBA, NHL, PGA, all at your fingertips for just $54 for a month. So go right now to awesemo.com/join to get our all access pass, every bit of data we have on the site for 30 days for $54 with the promo code LIV. You don't need a promo code to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. I've got a ton of NFL and NBA content coming out this week, and it's your right as an American to go follow me for free right now. So just go do it on Twitter and Instagram at Chris Spags. Tonight on Live Before Lock, you've got Fast Eddie Fear and Josh Engelman. So tune in then for those guys while I go drink myself into a stupor about not getting $500 million in my life. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another Four Corners. So if you guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys again soon. Good luck.